Hi, this is Kane Hodder, Victor Crowley, Jason from Friday the 13th. You're listening to WithoutYourHead.com.
Welcome to the station of decapitation without your head. I'm Nasty Neil, and I'm joined by friend of Without Your Head, actually the man who named me Nasty Neil on the show, Leatherface himself, R.A. Mihailoff. How you doing?
Nasty Neil, what are you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to go to Charlotte. I'm packing tonight. I like to pack ahead of time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. And you're going to be in the Leatherface costume, from what I understand, for the first time since the first time.
This will be the first ever costume photo op I've done.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I heard there's actually I almost said game used like in the NFL or something, but movie used props. Yes,
the original Excalibur chainsaw, the screen used Excalibur chainsaw, will be in the photo op with me.
That's pretty cool. I think Eben said there were teeth too.
Yes, the only thing I kept from the movie actually was the teeth, and that's a story I'll have to tell you at another time. But I ended up with them, and so we're going to wear them in the in the photo shoot.
Cool. I'm glad you actually said that you had kept them, because I did wonder, like, it's just some guy, like, keep these teeth, and is Ari going to just, like, I don't know what the guy's been doing with them for all these years, and
all right,
is Ari going to put them in his mouth?
You're dragging it out of me, Neil. I'll give you the high spots.
All right.
When I publicized the movie in 1990, they had me do some appearances in the costume, and I stuck the teeth in my vest pocket after the last appearance, I guess. And when they took the wardrobe, none of us remembered the teeth. So when I got back to California, I found them in my vest pocket, and it's too late to give them back then.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So once you get the costume on, obviously it's gonna be cool to meet the fans, to see and take the photos and everything. Is there anything you'd like to do while you have the Leatherface costume on again?
No, not really. This is for the fans, I mean, I'm doing it for
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people have the opportunity to get a professionally staged photo op with me in character.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And Jeff Burr's going to be there too. Did you keep up with him after the movie?
Oh yeah, I was actually the one that suggested he be invited to the show.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, we're good friends. We hang out all the time. When I travel the country, I always stop in his hometown and spend a few days.
Oh, cool. Have you guys ever talked about working together on any future projects?
Constantly. And, it's just a matter of time, a matter of finding the right project at the right time with the right people involved.
Mm-hmm. So you don't want to give any ideas away, I assume.
No, not really. And there's really nothing concrete to talk about. There's, we toss thought grenades back and forth constantly, but until somebody writes a big fat check, it's nothing but talk,
Just like I'm giving you here to do the show, this big fat check.
Oh, you are?
No. But
here, let me give you my address and put a lot of zeros in.
I also have to ask, is there any particular food you're looking forward to in Charlotte? Because I know you like myself, like to when you're in a new place, like to find something interesting in that location, unique to them to eat.
Well, I haven't done my Charlotte homework, so I don't know of anything particularly in Charlotte. Maybe some, barbecue, probably.
Yeah, I've been looking myself, because people who see me, they might not know this, but I do like to eat. I know it might come to surprise a lot of people, but I've been looking myself, and there's some barbecue places, there's a couple burger places, but there isn't like one particular thing that like pops out like in some areas.
Nothing that's coming to mind immediately. And, I share that with you, too. Neil, I eat almost every day.
Really?
Yes.
It's very unique. I'm sure so there's a lot of our listeners like, wow, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
But I also had to mention, though, you've been really busy the last few years. I think, actually, after you were on Without Your Head the first time, you started doing all kinds of movies. So,
maybe that mojo will repeat itself.
It's very true. That's a good a nice kick, a kick in the leg, kick in the arm. But so I do want to mention, though, Death House is coming out.
Death House is coming out very soon. I don't know the date. Do you?
Yeah, the 23rd. The 23rd of this month is the premiere in New York. So I don't know if you'll be at the premiere or not. A lot of people will be there, though.
Yeah, no, I won't be. Are you?
I've been asked a bunch of times. I'm gonna. I would like to. It's not that far from me in Massachusetts.
Where's the premiere?
In New York.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So it's like 4 hours or so.
I thought it was in California.
There's two of them. There's one in L.A. and there's one in New York.
In New York City?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a bunch of the people are gonna be there. Can you talk at all about your character? Some people can, some people can't.
Well, I since the director put it on as reel, I guess it's okay to talk about it. It's his favorite It's his favorite kill in the entire movie.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what he said. I don't know if he was lying to me or not, but it's pretty cool. They actually, they showed the clip on YouTube or whatever, Facebook or something. So I'm not really talking out of school. But my character's called Prison Leader. Kane Hodder plays this character. The whole setup of Death House is it's a super secure facility that houses the most virulent serial killers and criminals of all history. And Kane, plays a arch criminal who's trying to transcend from human into supernatural, I guess, is basically the way to describe it. And he's gone through a bunch of shit in the movie, and I hear a ruckus on my cell block. I hear all my boys, in the cell block raising hell. So I come out to find out what's going on, and Kane's standing there talking to them, and that ain't gonna go down in my house. That ain't going down.
Mm-hmm.
So I go over and we have a little confrontation. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Neil, damn it. It's been so long. I'd forgotten. Repeat. Let's rewind.
I like it.
Yeah, I hear, everybody on the cell block raising hell, so I come out to see what's going on, and there's Kane laying in a pool of blood, on the cell block floor. And I go over to, check it out, and he's been wired up because he's such an arch criminal. He's got these subdermal explosives wired into his body, and and there's trip wires that are connected to his handcuffs. So if he tries to move his arms too much, he'll, blow himself up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I grab the chains and I pull him, and his guts explode. I think I'm the baddest son of a bitch. I'm very proud of myself. I'm standing there gloating, with his guts hanging out of my, a handful of guts hanging out, and and that just shuts everybody up on the cell block. They're like, and they're freaking, total awe. And I start walking away, and what I don't see is Kane. His eyes snap open, and he starts putting his guts back in his body. And he stands up and starts talking, and I freeze in my tracks when I hear his voice. And I turn around, and we're mad dogging each other. And then we get closer and closer and closer, and he's talking the whole time. And I hope you can. You see my my iron will, my steel countenance breaks, and my lip starts trembling. Because I'm freaked out. I mean, I just pulled this
Yeah,
guy's
of course.
gun out.
Right,
Now
and he gets back up.
Yeah, he's talking to me. So he judo chops me to the neck. I go down. He jams his fingers into my eyes and his thumb, under my my upper palate, and pulls my face off.
Very cool. I'm looking for. It's weird to say I'm looking forward to seeing getting your face pulled off, but I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Well, like I said, it's Harrison's. According to Harrison Smith, it's his favorite kill in the whole movie.
Yeah. What was he like to work with? He had him on the show. He seemed like a very good guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. I really dug him. I look forward to working with him again.
Yeah. And
yeah.
The movie was originally Gunner's idea. Gunner Hansen. Were you involved at all when he was involved in the movie, or was it after he passed away?
Yeah, no, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know, Gunner was even working on it. And Gunner and I were pretty good friends. But I hadn't, spoken to him about it at all. Mm-hmm. So it came when the movie started to come to, together. Mm-hmm. It was quite a surprise to me that it was, Gunner's story.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned being friends with Gunner. Do you have a story with Gunner that stands out to you?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. When he visited Los Angeles, he would come and stay at my house. So we would call it, when he was there, we would call it the House of the Leatherface. And we'd always have Gunner and is another trencherman like you and I, and so I'd always, I still have this really good steak recipe I make. I call it Cosmo Cowboy Steak, and it's good, Neil. It is good.
That sounds very good.
Yeah, so when Gunner would come and, stay for a few days, I'd usually invite a few colleagues over, and we'd, have steaks and drinks and cigars out on the veranda.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, two Leatherfaces eating some steaks.
Huh?
I said two Leatherfaces eating some steaks. It sounds like a nice time. Yep,
it was. It was. Yeah. It always was. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know you don't have a. Yeah, I was very friendly with him from the conventions myself, and have a lot of nice memories. Actually, one over food. We were both stranded because we both live on the East Coast in the same area, and there was a big storm, and we were stranded at a convention when it was over, and he bought me Chinese food and just kind of took me under his wing and told me a lot of things to look out for in the convention world, and it was a really nice time that I always remember. He's a very stand-up guy.
Yep, Gunner was a good guy.
Yeah. So I know you don't have a lot of time here, so I've got a lot of stuff that I'll ask you at a later date, because I know I'll run into you again, and I would like to ask you about wrestling and some of your other movies that are coming out. But weekend, you'll be at Charlotte at Mad Monster Party in full makeup. That's going to be really cool. But you'll be there the whole weekend as well. It's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, I'll be there all weekend, and then the photo op is Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So, that'll give anybody interested, they'll give them, the opportunity to book a session and let's get her done,
Yeah. And it's awesome to get a photo op with you at all, but it is really special to, in the full makeup. That's almost like a, once a lifetime deal.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what I was going to say. I just lost my train of thought. I'm looking out the window, and there's a strange vehicle stopping in front of my house.
Uh-oh. We better let you go. Maybe somebody's out there looking for you.
No, it's I don't know what it is. But anyway, back to business.
Mad Monster. And all the links will be on the website. There's actually a giant link right at the top of the website, so you can just click on it and find out all your information.
Yep. So, but this will be the first time I've been to Mad Monster in, I think, probably, since we previewed Smothered.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. This will be my first time back since then, too, because I got really sick and I couldn't make it. And so I'm looking forward to being back at Mad Monster. It's actually always one of my favorite conventions, and I'm glad you're going to be there because you're always one of my favorite guests, and not just because you're on here right now, and not just because you're an intimidating man.
No, Neil, we always have a good time when we're hanging out together.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Smothered was a lot of fun.
Huh?
Smothered was a lot of fun. I like to see a different side of you. I thought you were a natural comedian.
Yeah, well, that's what some other people say too.
No, it was good. I really there's an interview up where we talked about it, but no, I thought it was a lot of fun to see in that in another role and playing yourself, but I assume a caricature of yourself.
Yeah, I know that was pretty funny, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I like working with Schneider too. Schneider's a great guy, John Schneider. Mm-hmm. Really enjoyed working with him. Hope to work with him again too.
Yeah. Was that the first? When was the first time you met Kane? Because I've seen you with Kane at conventions. You guys are very funny together, going back and forth with jabs. But obviously, that you guys are having fun with each other. But it seems like you guys have a lot of chemistry.
Oh yeah, we have a great shtick, and the fans seem to really enjoy it. But the first time I met him was when we filmed Texas Chainsaw 3. He was the stunt coordinator.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
is that when you first became friends, or was it later at the conventions? Or
it was more, yeah. I mean, we spent a little time together doing the movie and stuff like that, but we really didn't start hanging out till the convention scene really kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, whenever we're at a convention together, we have a blast, man.
Yeah. I remember I think it was Connecticut or Rhode Island.
Last year, almost just about a year ago.
Yeah. That was my first convention back after being sick, and I wish I don't know. Maybe you guys don't wish I filmed it and put it up on YouTube, but there was a lot of funny stuff back and forth, but between the two of you, that was entertaining in itself.
Oh yeah. People really like it. People like it. I mean, we do. We have fun. We try to, bust each other's balls, one up each other. And it's just a lot of fun for us.
Yeah. That was a cool panel too. It was a fun panel. I remember David Naughton being really like out of place, but it was funny at the same time because everyone's like talking about like their favorite kills in the movie, and he just kind of looks over and he seemed like, why am I here? But it was, to me, it was very funny. It was kind of awkward. And then it was cool to find out that you and I think I played Billy in Silent Night, Deadly Night had a history together outside of movies.
I know that blew my mind, man. Never would I have expected to run into him on a panel, 25 years, 30 years later, or whatever it was,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go so you find out who's outside. And I know you're a busy guy.
It was FedEx.
Oh, FedEx. Sorry.
I got all defensive for nothing. I guess FedEx is okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends what they're bringing.
Well, unless it was it's a government spying on me and just using the FedEx truck as a disguise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you go so that you can get. I know you got a lot of stuff to do, and I will see you.
I'm like you, Neil. I'm packing and doing laundry, getting everything ready for this coming weekend. So we're both in the same boat.
Very cool. Well, I look forward to seeing that. I look forward to seeing a lot of people listen to the show tonight.
All right, Neil. It's always good to talk to you, brother, and I'll see you down in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you too.
Okay, buddy. See you in a few days.
Right. Yep. See you, man. Bye.
Bye.
This is Bill Johnson, and you're listening to WithoutYourHead.com. Feed your head.